Has it been so long since we've done this? Just I feel like we're all really loud. Like, I feel like
our things are turned way up.
Not in a bad way. I just feel like it's different. Like it feels
way different.
How long has it been since we podcasted?
It's been 2 weeks is all.
Yeah.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Gosh.
It does feel longer for some reason.
Feels like something's missing.
Something
It
is
feels
missing.
like someone's missing.
Yep.
It's tough.
For those of you tuning in on the YouTubes, you will see that there is only 4 of us around this table, generally surrounded by 5 of us.
Hence the name.
Yeah, 5's a crowd has now become 4's a crowd. And we are going to be, we got a little candle here we're going to light as a vigil for our poor friend that we lost this last week to cancer.
And that cancer's name is Kara.
Dang it, Kara!
Yeah!
First time we broke our streak.
The burn is alive on the middle of the table. We
Zach,
lit our candle.
We've got a candle for you, buddy.
You got our prayer vigil.
Let's go and pour one out.
Pour some out for our homies.
Yeah, podcast over.
I just poured some. It's not a 40. It's an 18 ounce. But hey, that'll work.
To our fallen brother.
That's still it.
So just to fill you in, it is Christmas time when we're recording this, and Zach is having a lovely evening with his wife without kids. So we understand the family time and how important it is. We're not happy about it.
Because we're all here.
Yeah, apparently we do not understand that.
We're committed.
We are.
We're committed to you.
I mean, it's Christmas Eve.
It's true.
It's literally like...
We're recording this on the 23rd.
It's the eve of Christmas
And
Eve.
trust me, I even thought to myself, it's like, man, we got so much crap to do, but I gotta be at the podcast.
Hey,
I was like, let's just say 3 of us don't show up. Are they still going to record? Let's see what happens.
two's too little.
Two's a couple.
I like that.
It
So
is,
like right
though.
now we're 4's a group.
Force a group.
It's not 5's a crowd tonight. It's 4's a group.
What would 3 be then?
Menage a trois.
A menage a trois.
3 is fun.
A three-quay.
3 is fun. Anyway.
But anyway, so welcome back though to 5's a crowd. Zach is only missing for today, hopefully.
And the next one.
And the next podcast. We record 2
Well,
podcasts in an evening.
Good point. Good point. 2 weeks. Anywho.
It is weird. It is like
It is
we're
weird.
sitting around this table.
Yep.
I really don't like it.
It feels weird.
It feels
It does.
wrong. It feels like we're cheating.
Yeah, I don't like it.
We wanted to put out his mic just to like have his spirit here with
Maybe
us.
put some flowers next to it.
We're still trying to
We
find
should
it,
have
though.
we should have legit had a vigil, like a picture,
that would've been
flowers.
That would have been awesome.
You know, I mean,
Just have him asleep. A picture of him asleep.
yeah.
We should just make a cardboard cutout of him asleep.
I mean,
we need like just one of those dummies, like a full body dummy, and it'll just fill in for whoever can't make
that
it.
could be the punishment, like an actual sex doll.
yes.
The one with the big mouth open and stuff. It's just... it has to wear one of our shirts or something.
Oh my.
We all have something like Austin. It would definitely be in a flannel of some sort.
Yeah.
You
Put a
would
beanie
have a
on it.
beanie on it. Chris, it would have probably some sort of outdoorsman thing
I like the
on it,
vest. I think it should be a vest.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Zach's would just be decked out in Utah.
It'd be that.
Yeah.
It would be that. No offense, Zach, but it's dingy AF. I think he's had that same hat for over 10 years. That thing needs a wash, man. But
I think he bought it that way.
did he
No,
really?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
He bought it.
Can't even make hats right.
But I mean,
Just kidding.
in all honesty, we need to give ourselves some praise here.
Yeah.
We've been podcasting over a year, and the thing that you guys don't see is that we have 5 schedules to jump around.
And not
5
only
very different schedules.
very different schedules. We're all married with kids, jobs, everything, and yet we manage it.
Yeah.
We've gone over a year. What, this will probably be episode 60 something. I don't know. I haven't paid
65.
attention, but
Like literally, like if you think about it, we all have the craziest hours. Because like Zach's like a really early
yeah,
cruising around the
he goes to
whole
work at like
state.
5 a.m.
Yeah, I feel bad for the guy, to be
You've
honest.
got the best hours.
Well, I
Good
work
old
every
bank hours.
Saturday though.
That's true.
I work Tuesday through Saturday, but it's a set schedule. So I mean,
I'm self-employed in retail, and retail's garbage all the time.
right?
And then this kid's self-employed and just cruising all over the state.
My boss doesn't let me have a break either.
He's a jerk.
Son of a.
You should look him in the face.
I
Tell him
feel
he's an
bad for
idiot.
his family. He's a dick.
But yeah, I do think we need to commend ourselves in the fact that we've gone well over a year. This is the first time that it's happened.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bound to happen at some point, but
And I just
it
want
just so had to happen to our ginger.
I know.
I mean, is it really surprising?
It is
I mean,
his luck.
who do we have in the Deadpool? I had Zach.
the Deadpool.
Jeez.
Well, Zach, I hope you're enjoying your night with your wife because
Yes.
you're not here with the boys, and it's time we're gonna have some fun tonight. Tony, tell them what we're doing.
We have a very popular topic we do called AskMen. We thought we would kind of put a little twist on it and do Ask Women.
But Tony, we aren't women.
No, we're not, and I'm not Tony. Surprise!
A double twist.
So what we want to do here, we're gonna use our friendly source of Reddit, the subreddit of Ask Women, and we want to read a question. We're gonna answer it how we think a woman would answer the question. Then we're gonna dive into the comments, kind of see how accurate we think we were. And then after we've kind of dove into it, then we're going to turn it around and answer it from the perspective of a man. What'd you call it?
Oh, mansplain.
A mansplain.
We're going to
Mansplain.
Mansplain.
Yes.
Now, I do want to preface that this episode is going to be definitely parental advisory. No kids, no little ears. Do not be playing this in the workplace. And also,
It's going to be very tongue-in-cheek, so let's not get our knickers in a twist.
Yes.
yeah, it's all going to be as a joke. Please
We-
don't take any of this personally.
We love women. We're all married happily. We're not doing this to
offend anyone.
offend anyone.
Yeah, no.
So
If you're listening to this, just know you're in for a good time. And if you get offended easily, maybe bounce out. You know?
right.
Yeah.
And if this offends you, jump back to some of our other episodes. You'll get to know us a little bit, and then you'll understand that we're just offensive people.
It's just in our nature. No one is safe, guys.
There will definitely probably be some shock factor stuff said just because.
But
we don't mean it.
It's
at
all
all.
jokes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Jokes,
all jokes.
people.
It's all jokes. Don't take it personally.
If you can't laugh at life, it's not worth living it.
That's right.
Life
Yeah.
is funny.
So I'm going to start us off with a question that I feel like was kind of simple, and I'm curious how it would go about. So again, this is from Ask Women Over 30 is where this one came from.
Oh, okay.
So the question is, what is something that makes you happy without needing to spend money?
Does that exist?
For a girl?
Nowadays,
For a girl?
Getting somebody else to spend money.
So it begins.
we're not supposed to answer as men yet.
Yeah, not yet. Not
Oh,
yet.
I'm sorry.
I was a woman.
So if you were a woman, what makes you happy without spending money?
Gosh, you gotta get that hair flip going. Gotta vibing.
Taking a nice hot bubble bath with candles and reading a book in silence and drinking something.
That's exactly what Jess is upstairs doing right now.
Yes!
Except for she's not reading a book. I can guarantee you
okay.
she's watching one of her like stupid shows. It's all those reality shows. It's
Yes.
like Married at First Sight or something. Guaranteed that's what she's watching up there.
Right? It's like some show that shows that people are crazier than us.
Yes.
Jenny's gotten back. She used to be into it, and now she's gotten back into it. She's been watching America's Next Top Model.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
man.
still around.
Yeah.
That's been going on for like 20 years.
Right.
And they
And
still haven't picked anyone.
the crazy thing is Tyra Banks still looks like she did 20 years ago.
That's because she's preserved in plastic and preservatives.
I'm trying to think how I would.
All right.
Wait, what is Jenny? Okay. I mean, the easiest thing might be
I got one.
think of how your wife would answer.
Okay. Sitting in bed, laying in bed, I guess, in a dark room, no kids, no me, watching her shows, like Teen Mom,
I was just going to say that.
Teen Mom, or something like that. Just
Yeah.
no interruptions, binge watching it for 18 hours.
If I had to answer as Jess, and I know Jess is non-typical, but hers would be the gym. Like if she would
Yeah.
legit go to the gym, and that's her happy place. Like she loves that place.
I get that.
Jenny's all about family, so I would definitely say I would probably say our time at night. So getting the kids to bed, a smooth night, like baths, PJs, brushing teeth with no complications, getting them in bed, and then me and her sitting down, watching our show, having our snuggle time. Just snuggles, not my snuggle time. Her snuggle time.
All right. Yeah. All right. All right.
'Kay.
Man, nothing without costing money though. So does like going to the gym count as money? Because that takes a membership, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's, yeah.
It's hard to say
Yeah.
like what costs money because like you could say art supplies. Like if
Oh,
someone
you
was
say
into
electricity.
painting,
Yeah, you could say
that
your hot
Netflix
water
is-
costs money.
Yeah.
that's
I feel like it's
within reason.
I feel like it's you don't have to pay each time you do it.
I got it. So like
You're not paying
So you could
for
pay
the activity.
$10 for the gym for a month, but you could go more than 30 times. Like
Yeah.
you could literally go multiple times a day.
All right.
what are some off the wall ones?
Yeah. What do you got? What do they say?
Yeah. What do they say?
Okay. So, first comment out the gate, being out on my bike first thing in the morning as the sun rises and hits the world
nice.
in that perfect way.
Why have I
nice.
never considered that?
Like a
Because
Like-
we don't like to wake up before the sun does.
That's true.
Well, in all fairness, we have really tall mountains, so our sun doesn't come up as soon as everybody else's.
True. So we have more of a delayed start. And we still don't do it.
You're not helping the case.
Oh yeah, that's true. Huh? I meant that son of a.
Although I will say, like camping or on vacation and stuff, watching the sunrise is so fun.
Oh, here's a good one, and this Jenny can relate to this one. Getting a good night's sleep. Just because, like with just the kids, and especially right now having a new baby, things like that, a good night's sleep is almost non-existent.
Melatonin, my friend.
It's a great tool.
Yeah, it gives the
Melatonin.
kids a good night's sleep.
No, no, you.
Well, she
Oh,
needs to
man.
be able to actually still be half conscious to
You
wake
will.
up and.
You will. Definitely. I do it all the time.
Melatonin is natural.
Here's
Dude, melatonin is fantastic.
I hate it.
I haven't
I
tried
don't
it.
use it.
Oh, I sleep like a
It
baby.
doesn't give you bad dreams.
No.
Oh, me, it does. Weird ones.
I'm very lucky in that I've never had issues sleeping.
Same.
I fall asleep within like 5 minutes.
Same.
Not me.
But melatonin hits me in that deep sleep.
Ooh.
Been tracking
try
my
it.
sleep.
Oh, see, here we go. I was kind of right. Being around my partner, friends, and family.
All
So,
right.
yeah,
okay.
uh-huh.
All right. What's the next one? Is there any like juicy ones?
That's a safe answer.
Juicy. No, not really. Being outside, having absolutely nothing to do except soak it in. So I think honestly, the vibe I'm getting here is women can definitely be overloaded with kids, jobs, things like that. It sounds like a lot of them just like their quiet time. That'd be my guess.
It is weird that like women like seclusion and men like companionship, right? Like guys like to hang out with guys, and girls
As a
they
majority,
like to hang out with
yeah.
girls. But if given the opportunity to be secluded and by themselves, at least Jess, man, she like
Yeah, I think Shaylee's
Yeah.
the same.
Jenny's
my
got
moments.
Jenny's got her handful of close friends, but all in all, yeah, she's completely content just doing
weird.
her own thing.
because like especially when you first start dating, right? You don't really ever get invited to go meet her friends. It's more like, hey, I want to introduce you to the boys, right?
Yeah.
Like you never get taken to like her friends.
Not me.
No?
I stole
Yeah,
all
that's
her
true.
friends.
That's true. Lisa's like,
Chris is the one here that
I did.
You got stuck with all of us.
Yeah, I'm all right with that. It was a good thing for me.
All right. Okay. I got a really good one.
The best part of my relationship is you.
yeah.
I'm just kidding. Jokes.
I love it. All right. Here,
Okay.
I got a question. It says, why aren't men's underwear as much as a sexual fetish to women as women's underwear are to men? Riddle me this.
answering as a woman, there was actually a similar conversation in the household, and I'm trying to remember their answer.
Like in the house that you're living in now?
Yeah.
Really?
So between Jenny and her sis, I think it was those two, they were just saying that women aren't as
Visually,
visual. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's the word they used.
it's more emotional.
Right. Mm-hmm. And so, like, how a man is impressed with lingerie or maybe a little sexy dance or, you know, something.
Curves.
Right. A woman that doesn't apply to a woman because she's not visual. I mean, because like especially nowadays, I'm extremely confused by this one. But it's like most women say they prefer a dad bod over the 6-pack and abs and stuff.
That's weird.
because it's
Comfortable.
yeah. But then at
It's
the same
less threatening. They're not afraid of it attracting someone else.
Everybody loves
it.
walruses.
Sea cow. A little sea cows.
That's why they're called man-a-tees.
no. So that's my answer to
I
it.
think you're right because that's what I would say.
More an
too.
emotional connection.
Yeah, they want a deeper, more emotional, like real connection.
And I
They're
think
not as lusty with the eyes.
I think
I get that.
the manufacturers of men's underwear understand that too. That's why there's not really such a thing as men lingerie. Like if you think about it, men lingerie that's out there is kind of more of a gag gift
yeah,
than
a
an
joke,
actual.
like a banana hammock.
But that's because what we got going on under there isn't, I mean, it's not like neat and tidy. It's just,
And again, I think that's another reason women don't go off looks because there's nothing about that looks cool. It's like a freaking mushroom-shaped banana.
looks like
what
an
is that?
anteater.
dude.
Looks
Yeah,
like we should
dude.
be eating bugs out of the ground.
You know, I heard this is kind of a little much, but Tim Allen had the perfect way of saying it in one of his stand-ups. He's like, it's like God had some elbow skin left over. Ah, here you go.
Oh, gross.
A little extra
Maybe
Play-Doh.
that's why it
it
came
there.
from the weenus, therefore it's the penis.
Right?
You're playing 4D chess here, my
We're
friend.
there, guys.
Wow.
I'm just watching me
This
just
is the
disappear into
box,
heaven.
and this is you.
That's awesome.
gosh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think definitely that parodies, you know, women are always looking for the emotional connection, not the physical.
It's like the
what would underwear look like if it was? I mean, here's the thing: we're hitting the 21st century, right? Like people opening a lot of different doors.
It's the
Doors
pouch.
that should remain
It's
closed.
the pouch underwear that makes your
As-
package stick out there.
yeah. We talked about it in one of our. It has like the support to give you a little bit of a
I
lift.
feel like it would. I've seen the joke underwear where it's like an elephant face.
Okay.
So like basically it has a sleeve. So it's got a
Yeah.
pouch and a sleeve.
Yeah.
Probably.
But see, they make it now with like an extra
felt?
bit of pad underneath to like lift the boys.
Oh, like a
Oh,
push,
isn't it called like?
A dick lift?
push-up bra?
Yeah,
push-up bra for your
it's-
nuts?
That's exactly what it is.
It's called a push pouch.
Oh my
Why
gosh.
don't they just put a little string that separates them so they like hang out the sides?
Oh my gosh, they should call it a jack pack.
It's like the Adidas shoes. You got a little pump. You gotta pump it up.
Hey, you women, you trick us, all right? You guys wear all those padded bras.
Bra, do water bras? Such a farce.
You guys we gotta up our game here.
Just stick a sock in there. That's all it takes for us.
Just put it in. Makes your girth look a little bigger.
Oh man.
Do you remember that Friends when Joey has to play a Jewish guy and he's circumcised, so he has to be uncircumcised, and Monica tries to
Silly
make him
putty.
yeah, silly putty or bologna with toothpicks, and you're like, ugh.
Oh gosh.
It's funny, dude. It was.
Okay, so what's the answers on that one?
I mean, right out the gate, I'm wrong. It says IDK, but I think a man with boxer briefs looks sexy AF.
See, that's not-
Okay.
See the conflicting messages we get?
I equate men's underwear with bad smells and ugly designs. Women's underwear can range from granny panties to thongs. Men's underwear doesn't have that range.
Nope, we got two kinds.
You know what makes me laugh?
Boxers or briefs.
Or
Boxer briefs.
boxer briefs. You got briefs, boxer briefs,
Oh, that's
boxers.
true. Boxer briefs
You got
is the way to go.
Speedo style too, though.
Isn't that briefs?
That's briefs.
yeah.
No,
No, full on
like
Speedo.
banana hammock.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
thinking about banana hammock. Is that
That's a
Isn't
Speedo.
that what you wear in the water though? You don't wear that
But they
normally.
make Speedo underwear styled.
I don't like it.
Tidy whities.
I go on Amazon a lot. You can see all things. I try to spice it up. Spicy.
It's gonna be
You
spicy,
like?
huh?
You like?
Very nice.
You touch it $5.
I got? Very nice. This single?
What else? They saying anything
Well,
else?
so real quick, there was a meme I think I remember sending to the five of us, and it was like women in lingerie, and then it was like men with their like half-eaten underwear, and it showed the picture of Tom Maguire in his Spider-Man
Tobey,
mask,
yes,
and Tobey Maguire,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
and it's all like beaten to hell.
I just saw a meme today with that same thing, same
Yeah.
premise, and it's like my underwear watching me buy another piece of NFT or something like that, another crypto.
I've seen the ones around this time of year with Christmas, and it's like it shows something like that, and it's like, hang in there, only 2 more days till Christmas, because it's like, yeah, that's about
What you
it.
got from the last year?
Yeah.
Another comment says, partly because men don't tend to make sure they have sexy undies. Okay, I mean I get that. Yeah, I
Okay,
do think
so
part
I'm
of
gonna,
us.
I'm gonna ask this:
Yeah,
do women want men in sexy underwear?
and what are sexy underwear?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, give
I
us
can't
the pro
imagine
tips.
seeing a man in like a lacy underwear or frilly underwear.
Well, that's
or-
my point. Like, I don't
Like,
do you-
what's
these
sexy? Would it be like made
like,
of concrete? It's
like
manly.
diamond
It's
plated,
wooden.
like-
It's wooden.
You know what it is,
Carved out
though?
of birch.
smells
or-
like pine?
Quick underwear.
You know what, though? Being honest, I think from what I've learned about women is for women, their lingerie on a man is like a suit. Or it's like,
Oh, okay.
like
I see what you're
or
saying.
like a uniform of some kind.
Yeah.
Like
Hey,
some
girls
kind of
crazy about a sharp
Marines.
dressed man.
Yeah. Or you got
Like the firefighter, like
yeah, janitors.
What?
Hey, it's a suit.
I said it was a
Jumpsuit.
uniform.
Yeah, Michael Myers wore one of those.
Yeah, that's true.
Prison
Prison
suit.
suits.
Hey, women go crazy over those.
I know one Jenny likes is she likes to see me in blue jeans with no shirt on. Like just kind of that look. I mean, she used to. Probably not anymore where it's kind of muffined a
I
bit.
don't know.
But
Dad bod.
Yeah, see, you got that going for you.
I wonder if they make like a low ride boxer brief, so it shows just the it covers just above the top of the
your
root.
tuft of hair.
Just covers the top of the root a little.
yeah, Ryan Reynolds wears those. It makes me sick.
Really jealous.
Exactly.
shows the little V.
The
thing.
V.
Yeah. I got that.
I
when
used to
suck
have a
in.
V.
I do it when I suck in.
Back when you weighed 125 pounds,
Right? Hey, doesn't matter. It was there.
you were nothing but skin and bones.
It's like
me.
abs on a skinny kid. They don't count.
I'm the before picture on a Jenny Craig commercial. That's what I am.
Wouldn't you be the after?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
the
I'm the
after.
I'm the before after. Yeah, I'm the after. You're right. I'm way wrong. Screwed that up. Always.
I think we've answered this as a man too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one for you. This
Okay.
one's gonna be a real brain scratcher here.
All right.
What do women do that men would never think about?
Dun, dun.
How are you gonna figure this out? Because we're men trying to answer as a woman.
Like stuff we know they do.
I don't
or
know.
That we don't like. We know they do,
That's
but we
the
don't
question.
realize they do it.
I got one.
Okay.
They actually do think about sex.
Now you're thinking too
Okay.
far.
No?
Wait, no,
You're being too hopeful.
yeah. So women, I don't know. I think he might be onto something.
I think they think about it more than we think they do.
I think so too.
I think
Just not with us anymore.
Gosh, things that they think about. Would say that again.
What do women do that men would never think about? So I honestly take the question as, like, what are things that women do, either errands throughout the day or like random stuff that men, like, we don't have to think about, we don't worry about. So, for example, checking under your car, or like when you go out to your car at night.
I get that.
You know what I
Like-
mean?
Like having to protect yourself as a woman.
Yeah, or like walking with your keys in your knuckles, kind of thing.
Knowing where your taser's at all times.
Yeah.
Oh.
I get that.
So like, there's that, like, and that's kind of how I think this question is.
Yeah.
So what do women do that men don't think about?
Yeah.
Killing your man is what they think.
There's a reason the show Snapped is only women.
That's true.
I think what do women do that men don't think about?
Man,
I think
this
an
is tough.
obvious one is getting ready in the morning.
Yeah. Certain parts of hygiene probably.
Yeah. Cuz like as a man, obviously, yeah, we have to shave and we brush our teeth, that type of thing. But other than that, we're not too concerned about what hair product we're putting in our hair or, that type of thing. I mean, I hate to get graphic, but we don't have to like clean up the downstairs as much as they probably do.
Talk for yourself.
You ever see the
That loofah gets used extra good.
real
I
up
have a
in there?
loofah just for that.
only for that?
Yeah.
Oh, I just use
I
the
don't
same
want
one.
I don't want the under cheese on my face.
How much?
Why are you using your loofah on your face?
You know, I have a scrubby loofah for my face.
You don't have.
Oh, that dries my skin out so fast if I scrub my face.
Well, I mean, I have a little this little
That's
tiny
what women do.
little silicone hexagon thing that I.
Oh no. I got a scrubby loofah.
Well, I mean, have you ever seen that picture? It's like the outline of a body, and it's like how men shower, and it's got like a big orange circle around the pits and the crotch, and then like the key, it says like heavily cleaned, and then the rest of the body down to like the knees is like a lighter red, and it's like and they hit it with some, hit it with a little bit of soap,
Yeah.
and then like from the knee
runoff
down,
soap.
it's white, and it's like water will get it.
Dude, I can't tell you the last time I washed from like mid thigh to mid shin, like that
It's like,
area.
nah, I'm good.
Really? I do every day.
Everything
have a
everything
system.
just
I have
leaks
to.
down and takes it with it.
No, I start at the top and I work my way down so everything gets cleaned as I go down. It's like a car wash.
Yeah, yeah.
How
I mean, I
great
have a
would
system
that be?
too.
I want a human car wash. I don't want to have to
Then
do
make
it.
them
I
for
just want to
pets.
stand there and be cleaned.
where you have your like settings
Yeah.
as far as like date night, bing, and it's like full on. There's a steam afterwards, and it's like full
Uses some
blown.
nice smelling soaps.
Yeah, it's like the wax.
Yeah.
Not like rip off skin wax, but like the wax of a car wash where
Yes.
it makes it nice and shiny.
It makes you like stain resistant.
At
You
the
can't get dirty. Like you drop food on yourself and it just bounces off. Ceramic coat.
At the end, it hangs the little tree from your little
Your little
Yes.
tree.
Oh
From
my
your
gosh.
little
It's like-
trunk.
It's like the size of a small Lego, just like hanging there. That'd be great.
That's perfect.
We should sell those.
I like that.
That is a $1 billion gag gift idea.
Yeah. Not even a gag gift, dude.
Just 1 billion. Just kidding.
If we could split it.
You know, it's one of those things where we would create it as a gag gift, and then it would take
would
off as an
explode.
actual thing.
Women are hanging like tutti frutti. I don't know.
Yep, there'd be a whole bunch of different flavors, smells.
Smells.
I call smells flavors too. it's a nose flavor,
All right.
booger sugar.
So what do we got? What
As
are
far
the-
as
That's what
like-
we call booger sugar. As far as what the actual women say, factoring in their period when planning events.
I was going to say
So
that.
wedding days, camping
dude,
trips,
I have actually
kayaking.
seen Jess do that. Like,
Right.
so to give you an idea, we're planning on having like this crazy fun time for New Year's Eve. And Jess has like bought 4 dresses, 3 of which she's going to return.
Yeah.
But it all depends on how she is that day.
Yep.
Because it's like right around that time. And she's like,
Yep. It's wild.
I noticed that
schedule.
I was, this will come out after Christmas, so I'm okay to say this. I was getting kind of risky and wanting to buy Jenny some new leggings for Christmas. And I was reading some of the comments just to see how they fit and different things like that. And yeah, some of the comments were like, I don't like these ones. They show my pad and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's something as a man, never even thought about. But it's true.
Yep. This one says panic when they sneeze during their period.
Oh,
really? Is that a thing?
I guess.
Uh-oh.
A lot of people are talking about.
Because the flow is
It's
get a little bit of
involuntary
little pressure.
muscular reactions.
I mean, yeah, I get that.
Like,
Because
have you ever sneezed out a fart? Kind of the same thing.
I farted out a sneeze.
what?
Can you imagine if when you farted, it was like, achoo.
well, more so like when you go in for a physical and they have you turn your head and cough. Like same thing. Like somehow that flexes. So interesting.
You know, that's something that I feel for a woman as far as like as a man, you go in for a physical and they're just kind of juggling your boys a little and kind of checking that area. But as a woman, it's like they're inserting things into you.
Yeah. Well,
And it's like, I don't know.
to go even further into that is like when you go in for the pregnancy updates and they get to like over 20 weeks and they actually start like,
Hey, buddy.
they start putting fingers in places and you're like, hey,
Get that smile off your face.
Why is that glove so long? Dude, this.
I can't compete with that.
Hey, buddy, only 2 fingers. Stop it.
She's got some fat fingers.
Yeah, dude.
Also, side note, it's kind of weird that a man is a gynecologist most of the time.
Right?
It's just strange.
Do you think they
My
get
wife's
tired
doctor's
of
a
it?
woman, and she's super rad, but it's just weird to think about.
Do you think they go home and they're just like grossed out? They're like, I'm done.
Probably.
I don't want to.
dude.
I don't want to see yours.
Probably. Like, turn the
I've
lights
always
off.
wondered that.
Keep it off.
No.
You know the rules.
I asked a gynecologist once. I was like, "Well, why a gynecologist?" He's like, "Honestly, because they get paid very well, and there was a lack of gynecologists at the time. So he goes, need to fill in the position. So there's incentives to becoming a gynecologist."
Interesting.
I've always wondered that with the different type of doctors, especially for areas of the body that I never want to see.
Do you enjoy feet, sir?
Right? Or what's is it a proctologist that's a butt doctor? Or is that a foot doctor? I get it mixed
No,
up.
that's the foot doctor's a.
I don't know.
Pedo.
Oh no, a podiatrist.
I know. I know. What do you guys set one of those? Pedo. He's like, I'm not a pedo. Definitely
Dude,
wouldn't be for you.
This comment's just really funny. So it says this girl's like, my ex-boyfriend once told me I shower so hot because I'm homesick for hell.
Oh.
Like she just the shower's super hot.
Right.
And it's because she's homesick for
Oh,
hell.
that's hilarious. 110-degree showers.
Oh. Because they do. They like Shaylee likes the water like hot.
Dude, I have to like, I had to
Jenny's the
drill
same
into
way.
Jess. I'm like, you have to leave the fan on. Because that humidity is
Yeah.
not good for the
Yeah.
bathroom. You got to leave that fan on. I know you like it 120 in here, but you can't.
Yeah.
So I have one. Well, first off, were we done with
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Read us
Oh,
some
it's
more.
just, I mean, you got like
I feel like
making
there's...
sure they have their purse full of like everything you need.
Yeah, that makes
Like,
no
I mean, when I
sense.
leave the house, I'm like, keys, wallet, watch, cool.
Yeah, 3 tap.
Yep, it's exactly. boom, boom, boom. We're good. All right.
Bada boom, boom.
But then women are like, okay, which purse is going to fit all the things I need for this activity that we're going on this day? Like,
Is it going to be a heavy flow or a light flow?
Yeah.
It depends on the size.
That's crazy.
You know, even packing for the kids. Like sometimes I think I've got it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, we got diapers, wipes, blah, blah, blah. And then Jenny's like, did you grab this? No. Like, and it's just like little things that it's like, gosh, why can't I don't know. And she's just on top of it.
yeah. But then other, like, Like hygiene things, like where they've removed hair, like little patches of hair throughout their body. I mean, we don't think about that. If it grows there, it grows there. That's where it belongs. It's my motto. If it wasn't meant to be there, God wouldn't have put it there.
I'm not quite there.
No, I
You don't have as much to deal with.
I know. So
There's
you should
so
be
much
more
I'm
worried about it.
just like, meh, okay.
You're like a walking bear rug.
We
It's
need
like
to
you
get
don't
a
trim.
vat.
You don't trim the jungle, right? You mow the lawn because there's not that much to deal with. But you don't look at the jungle and go, "I'm going to trim that." Nope, you just let it grow.
Yeah, but if you let the lawn go long enough, it's a jungle.
I'm already there, all over, except where I want it.
Oh man, you know that's how my lawn was. It's like just be green and grow here, not there.
That's so. On the flip side, what are things that men do that girls would not think that men do? What are some things that we do that our wives are like, well, they don't ever
They
consider?
don't have to think about.
Yeah.
Is there oil in my car?
Windshield washer fluid lower. Is it gonna rain? Make
Oh,
sure
my
wiper
check
blades are
engine's
good.
light. I should check it.
But I thought a brighter one would go on when you really needed it.
Gas is at a quarter tank. Better fill it up.
Oh gosh.
I think a lot of ours is like maintenance things.
Yeah.
Like
Preventative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the very. And I mean, I think that's always what it comes down to a lot of times between men and women.
I got one, and I think it's I don't know, but wiping the underside of the toilet lid
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who does
because
that?
I do.
I do.
I do.
Are we
You
supposed
don't?
to think about that? No.
Well, because like as a man,
I
it's
guess
like
I do.
if I
Sometimes-
stand
no,
and
no, okay.
if I stand and pee,
Oh yeah.
and I leave the lid down though, like the first lid, I get the pee's gonna come splashing back up and hit the underside of the ring, right? And so it's on my mind to wipe it up. And there's times when I know I've left it clean, go back in and it's dirty, and somehow splashes must be coming from the girls, but they don't think about it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Get what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. I get that.
I don't know.
Also goes back to the putting the toilet seat down thing.
Now you're treading on.
There's two things I don't understand. One, it's just as easy for them to lift it up as it is for me to put it down. Two, how do you fall into a toilet?
It was really late.
Who walks into a bathroom like this and sits down
I think
or walks in backwards?
I think the thing is nighttime. Girls pee more than men. Like I think that's a solid. And I think they have to get up and pee in the middle of the night, and instead of having to flip on the light or anything like that, they'd prefer to just go in and sit. And you don't want to reach back and touch the toilet with your hands because that's not sanitary. So you just drop
Reach
your
up the
pants
top.
and hope for the best.
Ooh, I've got one I
Nope,
think
It's
about.
too dangerous. You're just asking to fall into a toilet.
And this might just be situational with my situation, but if my wife's asleep, I try to be like a mouse to get into bed to not wake
Yep.
her up.
Yep.
The other way around, not so much.
Yeah.
Not so much.
I've always thought that.
Yeah.
But kind of like,
I'm like
if
double-
it's my day off and I'm sleeping in and she wakes up before me, man, I feel like it's like, are you running a marching band
turns
in
on
my
the blender.
kitchen?
She's like slamming the door.
Yeah.
Turns on the blender,
Flipping on
vacuuming.
lights.
But on the
everything.
flip side,
It's how
when
my
I have
mom
to get
was.
up for work, it's like I get up and sneak out that door. Just
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
go
sh-
in, give her a kiss. Goodbye, babe. Like,
I don't even do that. I'm scared.
All right, I'll stand in the doorway sometimes. Yeah, I'll stand in the doorway. I'm like,
Just blow her a kiss. When I shut the door, if I'm coming home, so after tonight, when I go home, I'll open the door super slow. When I shut it, I'll put back pressure on it as I'm shutting the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keeping the door handle turned, slowly turning it to shut it. Go in the bathroom, do the same thing to get the door, and then I only turn on the light on the far corner in the shower, so that way it's not too much light going in the room.
Yep.
Get ready for bed, brush my teeth, come out, repeat the process. When I get into bed, just take the cover a little bit, try not to move her side, slowly get in. Pull the
I don't go to these
Oh,
extremes.
I do. I try to not disturb
I think
her.
for me, it's the security. So at night, I lock up the house.
Yeah.
Everything. I check the doors.
Yeah.
I make sure the security system's on. I'm closing all the blinds. In our own bedroom, I'll close the curtains, the blinds.
Make sure nothing's gonna burn the house down.
I'll even make sure all the lights are covered so you get like a nice dark bedroom. If I don't do that, dude, it's like everything's open.
Everything's open. The lights are on in the basement.
Like I
Hey,
can
the front
guarantee,
door's like wide open.
yeah, I can guarantee I'll go up into our bedroom tonight and the blinds are open, curtains wide open.
Maybe
Like,
she's giving the back neighbors a little peep show.
maybe.
Things we don't think about.
Sending dollars over on paper airplanes.
I do the safety check. I make sure everything's locked up tight. Yeah.
Yeah, I also think like as a father going out and you're checking, watching people. You're like,
You get that notification on your doorbell, and you're like, "Why are you walking in front of my house?"
I survey that.
See what time it is?
I survey people when I'm out.
Well, we're wired to be the
I watch.
protector.
That's the thing too. Yeah, like I watch people. Like we discussed that women will like walk to their car in the dark and be more vigilant. But like I watch people in the day.
Yeah,
I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm not.
Why
Not
are
for
you
my
standing
own.
like that?
Yeah, not for my own personal health. I'm like watching out for others.
Yeah.
See, and that's the crazy thing. If women are alone, they're rightfully looking to be protected. If I'm alone, I don't care.
Yeah,
Like I'm free. I'm like, oh, someone could take me now, and I wouldn't even be like, oh no. Like, but if like I have my kid or wife or whatever, I'm like extra vigilant.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the truth.
yeah. There'll be times when it's just me and Micah at the park, and I am like looking at everyone.
Like, excuse me, sir, why are you walking in the general direction of my daughter from 100 feet?
Yep. Yep. Why are you here at this park?
Why are you?
What are you
why'd
doing?
glance? What are you doing?
Where's your
You
kid
Yeah,
at?
you don't have a child. You don't need to be here, sir.
All right, I think we beat that one to death. What's the next one?
All right, I'm gonna spice it up a little bit.
Do it.
Unless you got one.
No, go for it.
Let's see.
Okay, this is how the question. Well, it's not really a question, but this is how it reads. I'm embarrassed to admit that I just had my first orgasm at age 35 and cried about it on the shower floor. So I read this one earlier. And
What?
Where's the question in there?
That sounds like a statement of fact.
Right?
Okay.
But so I read she left a really long explanation. Why won't it like...
Oh, weird.
It's like not letting me go to the anyway. There it goes.
Squish it down the drain with the big.
So no, she basically explains that she's always been more of a giver than a taker. She said that she's never been with a partner long enough to get to that point, like during sex, and she's never thought to explore her body and decided finally one day to buy a toy and try it out in the shower. And she said that the first time it was such a shock to her body that she literally collapsed in the shower and started to just weep with emotion.
That's weird to me because I feel, and I'm sure you all can testify, as a man in the bedroom doing your duty, my whole number one goal is to make sure I am pleasuring the other person
Yes.
in the room
Yep.
with me.
100%.
Yep.
Honestly, though, I think as a majority, though, and honestly, the way she read this, it doesn't sound like she's with one partner. And so if I had to guess, she's probably being used by, and just kind of a little slutty, maybe kind of going around. I'm sorry to say, but, and so I think the guys she's been with are probably in it to just
Douchebags.
get in and get off.
Yeah.
Tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dumb.
So, but yes, you were right. As far as when you're with that like partner who you love and respect and everything, I think those are the ones that are definitely, yeah.
And it's a double win too, because when you know that you are pleasuring your wife or your significant other, like it makes it better for you too.
Oh, yeah.
heck
Oh,
yeah.
It's like
Oh, I love it.
gift that keeps on giving.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that one's not really a question, so it's hard to
She
kinda
clearly
get-
didn't understand the assignment.
So the way Right. The way I kind of wanted to tweak this one is, as a man, if a man were to post this and say, I just had my first orgasm at the age of 35. Well, actually, let me back up a little bit. So reading through the comments on this,
They don't exist.
Yeah, they do not exist.
reading through the comments, all the women were like extremely supportive, talking about, good job on finding the courage and strength to explore your body and finding you, basically. And so I was just sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, if it was a man that posted this, he would be ripped apart. Right?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
If some man got on trying to open up about his feelings and said, I just had my first orgasm. I'm 35 years old. It was so amazing to explore my body and learn these things about me.
The softest tube suck.
I mean, it's cause I think the reason why we would tear him to shreds is because none of us would believe it.
Right?
We'd be like, you are the biggest liar.
It's like, did you go to junior high?
He's being thirsty. You'd think the dude's just being thirsty, trying to get some attention or something. From
Right.
The opposite.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you got some like serious health issues or,
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I almost want to know the follow-up. It's like, now that she knows what it feels like, is she like crazy nympho
She
now?
doesn't leave the shower.
She found that shower head.
She had to get hot water on demand.
She's got one of those shower heads. It's like, whoa! Just like, it's like the wall.
It's the whole wall. And
There's
then up,
jets.
and then it's in the ceiling.
It's like a fountain.
And it's a hot, it's like a jetted tub.
if 50 Shades of Grey was a shower.
It's like when what's his name on Home Alone 2 when he grabs the electric stuff and he's like, just gets high.
Didn't I ever send that to you guys?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
In a video?
Yeah.
When you get off and she keeps going.
Let
You ever get to the point where after that happens? No, that's what I was gonna say. You get to the point where it's so sensitive that you're like, don't touch it.
You know what?
Knock it off.
You know what's funny is I get like really giggly. Like when I go, if Jenny keeps going, I start to like
Stop! Don't stop! You're like, dude, get off! You like throw her off the bed. You're like, that's enough. No, it's just stop!
Yep.
You know, I listened to a Jim Carrey stand-up years and years ago, back in like the 90s, and he talks about, he's like, that's why I keep a brick under my pillow. And he's like, and he walks away petting it, going, we'll never go out with her again.
That's where I was actually going to make the brick reference, but I didn't know what it was from. That's hilarious.
so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh goodness!
Oh, jeez.
That scene is hilarious, man.
I need to watch that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So I had another one. That this one is a question. It kind of goes back onto the friends thing about like how we were teasing that you came over because we were Lisa's friends. So this one says, I'm asking women over 30, why do you make me hang out with your husband? And again, to kind of elaborate, I was reading the example and she was saying that she just wants to meet married women, moms, to be friends and hang out, because she's like, my husband has his own set of friends. She's like, I want my own set of friends. But every time I meet a potential friend, she ends up wanting to make it this foursome and have our husbands meet and start doing things. And she's like, to be honest, there's just times I want to go out without my husband and have my own social life.
I think we hit that on the head earlier in this podcast.
What
How
was that?
like women would almost like prefer seclusion, but if there's like a group thing, they generally want to go with the husband and their friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you're saying kind of this woman that posed this question is the like exemption?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the people that she's trying to befriend are those women that are like, oh yeah, let's like, I'd rather hang out with my husband and his friends rather than, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Well, it seems like she wants to have her own part of her life outside of that, not everything be intertwined. She wants to have her own section that's just hers with her
Right.
friends. So
okay, so to read the question again and answer it as a woman, I'm asking women over 30, why do you make me hang out with your husband?
I think
Go ahead.
I think a lot of it is because they want their husband there, but they also want that social life with their friends, so they're trying to get it all in one. Like,
Yeah.
check that mark off and have it be easier to where they can have their friends and their husband there at the same time.
I feel like
get it.
in most cases, women rather hang out with their husbands than husbands would hang out with their wives. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's way easy for us to get together as dudes and not necessarily like feel bad, you know, that we're
I
hanging
gotcha.
out with our friends. But I feel like the other way, it's always a little different. Like I feel like a lot of women are like, well, you know, I want my husband to be there too. I want to hang out with my husband also. You know what I mean?
You know, that's a conversation Jenny and I always have. Is she kind of gives me a hard time that I hang out with the guys more than she hangs out with the girls, and I always am like, well, I'm not stopping you.
Yeah.
Like, just make the plans and hang out with your girlfriends. And she's always like, it's not that easy. She's like, we're moms. We have the kids to worry about. And it's like, hey, guess what? I can watch the kids too.
I'm a dad. I'm a dad.
They survive with me around too.
And she's just like, it's not that easy. You don't understand. And it's like, obviously I don't. Because
it is that easy.
Seriously.
So that's the man
always-
point of view here. It's like,
Now
go.
here's the other question with that. Do you notice that when your kids stay home with your wife, they're more of a handful than they stay home when they stay home with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Is it because we just don't care?
I don't know because I
Honestly,
feel the
that's-
same.
That's what I wondered.
I think it's has
I mean, there's
something to do
definitely
with
moments.
like a masculine figure in the home. It's just he knows not to test me to a degree. You
Yeah.
know, like mom, he'll test because she's like, stop. Like
Yeah.
me, I'm just like, hey, knock it off, nip it in the butt right off the bat.
Yeah.
See,
is how I do it.
For me, I almost wondered if it was. This sounds terrible on my end. Is Jenny gave the kids a lot more attention than I did, and so therefore, she's complaining that she wasn't able to get stuff done around the house because she was watching the kids. Where in my head, it's like I'll throw a movie on and then do stuff around the house.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm not giving them the attention and stuff that she probably is.
No. Yeah.
But in my head, I'm like, well, the night went real smooth. Like I got
Exactly.
a bunch done around the house. Kids are great. Like
yeah, they're
I don't
just
know.
sitting, watching something, playing, whatever.
Yeah.
I think also part of it is that women don't understand. Well, maybe they do. I don't know. But kids need to also learn to be by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they don't need constant supervision.
They don't need us to entertain them.
Yeah. And so,
Need the leash
like,
loosened up a little
I
bit.
understand that. And so, like, if I want to play with them and hang out with them, I will. But if I'm watching the kids, I'm not afraid to go do whatever I need to do.
See, and me and Lisa are opposite. She can get Alden entertained and get things done, and I'm more the dad that whenever I'm trying to get things done, I have Alden participate, and so it takes longer to do things. But I just think it's important for him to learn those skills and
For sure.
to help me out with things. I'm like, hey, get over here, and then it'll be like he'll walk away. I'm like, no, come back here. We're doing this. Let's come help me do this. And it's more of like an attention thing, teaching him to keep his attention on something and get it, finish it out. I mean, to degrees. I mean, the kid's 5, almost 6, so I mean, there's only a certain amount, but it does take longer to do things.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that really is like coming to my mind about this one in particular is Jess, even just going to the gym, like she like wants to make sure everything's taken care of before she goes. And I'm just like, just go. Like, I'm good. But she wants that reassurance that like when she wants to leave, she wants me to like get up, go over, hug her, say goodbye. Like, don't worry, I like need to reassure her that I'm gonna take care of the kids. And then I'm just like, all right, honey, I'll see you later. Bye. Like, have fun.
Like, get out.
Yeah. But she she gets nervous that like she can't just go.
That's probably just part of her system, though. In order to get the most out of her workout, she has to make sure everything's all right.
So
I
she can
almost wonder if it's
completely
like-
check out and
Yeah.
not.
I almost wonder if it's like a maternal thing that like,
Yeah.
I could see
think
that.
now, like the more we talk about it, I I feel like women are a little more proactive in that area, whereas we're more reactive.
Yeah, I
So
get
like
that.
she'd come back and be like, "So did you feed the kids?" And no. Well, why not? Because they didn't tell me they were hungry. Like, what? I'm not just gonna shove food down their throats. They need to say something.
Yeah, I get
You know
that.
what I mean? So like, but whereas they'll be like, "Oh no, it's time. Okay, here's food. Eat it." And I'm the opposite. I'm like, "You hungry?" And they're like, "Yeah, no." I'm like, okay, then we
See,
won't deal with
I'm
it.
pretty good about that, but Lisa's the same. Now that you say that, she has to make sure. So am I good? Are we good to go? Like she has
Yeah.
to verify it so many times before she actually goes out the door. And yeah, I'm like, all right, see you later.
You hit him with the "Where are you going?"
I've been telling you for the last 2 hours that I'm going to go to the gym, and then I'm going to go to the grocery store
You didn't
after.
already go?
Oh, you're still here?
Still just on the computer, just typing away.
I almost feel like they come back and when they're like, "How was it?" and you're like, "Oh, everything was great." Like they get mad inside.
Here's the hack. to
Jenny
that.
truly did.
Stop doing what you're doing. Say goodbye. Start doing it with the kids, and as soon as they're out the door, then go back to the computer.
Yes. All right, kids, gather around. We're gonna play a game. Okay, mom's gone. Do your own thing.
See, honestly, I'll straight up admit I was selfish. Back when Jenny was still working and she would usually work 4 to midnight. And so I'd get home around 6 and then have the kids the rest
Bedtime.
of the night. And no, I'd let them stay up and stuff. But like dinner, you mentioned dinner. It's like, for me, it's like, if I can heat it up in a microwave or put it in a bowl with milk, like that's kind of where I'm at. And so it's like
Yeah.
easy cleanup. Their bellies are full. Like,
Yep.
I'm done.
This is why they worry when they're going out the door.
I look at Scarlett and I'm like, "String cheese and a yogurt? Cool. Kaylee, you ate this morning? Awesome."
See, and on the flip side, though, it's like, hey, now we have the night to, hey, do you kids want to watch a movie with me? What do you want to do now? Like, we got dinner out of the way. You guys are in your jammies. Like, where it's like Jenny's like cooking and cleaning and has this whole routine. Yeah. And it's like, hey, now the night's gone. And
We've
you
got all
spent
the
it
food
with
groups.
dinner. Like, that's why when she was able to quit and be a stay-at-home mom, it was so nice because then she could focus on dinner and everything, and then I'd come home just in time to now help with bedtime and everything like that. But, yeah.
So fun.
So what were the what? I don't even
I
remember,
don't remember
the
what the question was.
I don't even-
The question was
shower.
That was the statement, right? Wasn't even a question.
See, that's
Typical,
the one box.
typical female question. It's not even a question.
Oh, some of the comments were
What was the question?
it was the why do you make me be friends with your husband?
Oh my gosh, we got way off.
Oh yeah. No, but here's okay. So from the men's side of that question, like, yeah, I don't need to be your friend's husband's friend too.
Yeah.
You know what though? In all fairness, it's a heck of a lot easier to be friends with somebody when your wives get along.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And so
Yes.
So I guess it's kind of nice to have her find her friend, and then you're like, let me try it out.
yeah.
This guy's cool, I guess. We can
Right?
hang.
Like honestly, so Jenny has a group of friends outside of this group that she doesn't get to see very often because it's just the 3 girlfriends. They're all moms, they have jobs, different things, and
all their husbands are douchebags.
no, I met the guys. They're great guys.
I'm just kidding.
But that's just it. They don't make the effort to get us husbands together. They want to try and do their own thing, and it's like, then
there you go.
leave
That's
all the
good.
kids home with the husbands and then go and do it. It's like either that or let's all get together. Like,
They're
I don't know.
great dudes. They're just not my dudes.
Exactly.
You know?
I get it.
I mean, I'm the type, I'll get along with anybody.
Me too, but
And so-
they're not my dudes. Like
Yeah,
my wife
I-
will do
I
that.
hear
She's
ya.
got her bunko group or whatever, and I just keep to myself, hang out with Alden, let her do her thing with
Right.
the bunko group, and they're like, we all want to get together with the husbands. I'm like, I'm good.
The sad thing,
it's
the
okay.
sad thing in Jenny's case is these other friends, I don't think they're trying to put forth the effort that she is.
Yeah.
And then even when they do get together, it's for like dinner. They hang out for an hour or two to have dinner, and then they got to get back to their families. And Jenny thinks it like it's kind of like how sometimes it's like, but we've got to sit her all night long. That's like my role as dad in that case. It's like Jenny's got a night out. I've got the kids all night.
Yeah.
Go have fun. And then she's back home by 9 o'clock and she's like, they went home. And it's like, okay.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Don't take it out on me. It's not my fault.
That sucks, honey. Oh, well, here's the kids.
It's great that you're back, though.
I'm gonna go back out with my friends. Yeah, no, I mean, same thing with Jess. She has her, friends, and they'll go out, go shopping, go to dinner, but like every night they're home by 9:30.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's just like a female thing. I don't know what it is.
See, and vice, like on the flip side, I tell Jenny all the time, I'm going to be home by 10-ish, midnight, 1. I don't know.
I'm gonna stop telling you when to be home, so I'm not in trouble. Like I'll be home when I get home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I think I told Shaylee once, I was like, just pretend like I'll be home the next day and you'll never be disappointed. Just expect it'll be too late for anything.
I'll be home before the sun comes up.
So what are some of the answers on that one? Like some of the input.
Yeah, why
Like
did the women
Big
say
long ones.
Hey, remember when I said Jess would be upstairs taking a bath, taking a drink, watching her show? I just got a notification. Lifetime is playing on the TV right now. That's what she's doing.
Lifetime.
There's nothing good on that channel.
So
That's
someone
what I
said, I've lost my friends this way. My husband flat out refused to join, so I'm the odd woman out. Apparently Thursday nights was mom's nights, but Saturday or Sunday, since hubby isn't working, you're supposed to bring him. The men talk in the yard, the women gather in the kitchen. They dropped me like a hot potato.
Then are you really even friends?
Yeah, no joke.
Right. Because you're a will, so to speak, you don't bring your partner, suddenly you're not allowed to be part of the group. It's like
Especially since the men are outside anyways. Like,
Yeah.
How does it affect?
So you can't hang out in the kitchen
Your
as
friends
they say?
suck.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I got a fun one.
Okay.
What is the pettiest thing you have done after a breakup?
Oh, answering as a woman?
As a woman.
I got one. And I don't know. I don't know how this came to my head, but it's like texting him like, I love you, good night, and then like, oops, wrong number. Like,
I hated that.
You're terrible.
that never happened to me. I really
Oh my gosh.
Hated that.
That happened to you?
Yeah, it did.
Oh.
Or reaching out to the dude's mom and telling him like that they broke up or that he did something sketchy. So that then she's all pissed off at her son.
Petty. I'm thinking like, obviously there's like,
Keyed his car.
yep, keying the car, baseball bat to the headlights. What else was in that
Is that
song?
petty or aggressive?
Or a felony.
What is every song Taylor Swift has ever written?
That's petty. Every song she's ever written is petty.
It's all about petty. Her entire album is just petty anger towards her exes.
She only dates to make another, top charter.
100%.
Yeah. Billboard Award album of the year.
Yep.
Who'd she date this time?
Did you ever watch? You guys watched Boy Meets World?
A
Yes.
few of them.
Do you remember in the later years when they're older, and they have like that shop, that like outdoor store they like own?
Yes. Yeah.
And there's the girl that's sitting outside with her guitar singing frilly little songs.
Yeah.
And everyone's like really annoyed by her. And then Eric takes her out on a date and then asks her to like leave and like not be in the store. And so he breaks up with her or whatever. Then she gets super angry and grungy and like starts writing all these heartbroken songs and she like soars up the Billboard charts. And then she comes back later and she's like trying to get him to be mean again so she has something to write.
Yeah,
And
that's
he's just super nice to her. And so she loses all of her edge. That is Taylor Swift.
that is Taylor Swift.
100%.
What other petty things?
I just like that Tony won't say anything bad about Taylor Swift.
Jenny.
I know.
could
I was
say
like,
stuff.
are you protecting Jenny?
No, not at all. I was going to say, actually, it's not that I
See, he can't do it.
Can't do it.
I can't. You've just said it all.
Your
Like, what else
balls
is
are
there
in a
to say?
vice.
Said what?
That all of her songs are because of breakups.
Okay.
They're perfect. I mean, they're perfect. It saves it. No, I'm. Oh, shit.
Funny, like it's literally like you're like a computer program. You just can't like you're like it's because and she's very and like you can't.
Danger.
It is true, though.
Oh.
I mean, she even writes it about herself. Isn't blank space that? She's basically calling herself out.
I don't know. I
know.
don't listen to her music.
I only listen to the covers. Blank space has been done well.
That's true.
By
That's
like
true.
I Prevail and
That's true.
I think petty would be like taking the hoodie that you're supposed to return
Yeah.
and then burning it.
Yep. Or like just messing it up somehow.
Saying I can't find it.
Even dumber. Okay, taking that hoodie and just removing the string, the drawstring, but then giving it back.
That's so petty.
not completely removing the drawstring, just pulling one side out.
And so it's stuck in
So
it.
it's stuck in it.
Both very petty.
Or sending like a half naked picture in the hoodie. You missed this type thing.
That's always a petty move later.
Is that petty or does the guy win in that scenario?
I don't know.
It depends on the guy, I guess.
It's like putting together a puzzle missing a piece at that point.
Maybe she gifts him a puzzle without a piece.
What else would be petty? Taking the dog.
Basically spilling his secrets to friends or family.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Making up stuff.
There's like a
about
whole
how
Kevin
big-
Hart thing about that.
Making
Yep.
how
Right?
big of a jerk
Yeah.
he was.
Making up lies and rumors.
About how big of a jerk he was.
Yeah.
or how big his thing is.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, that's petty.
Ooh.
Yeah, rumors
It's
suck.
not quite that small.
I can go longer than 10 seconds. 15.
Still longer.
All right, let's see. What are some of the top answers here? Okay, I'm just going to blind read these so you're along for the ride.
Okay.
Great.
I waited until 15 minutes before the new season of Game of Thrones started to change. To change the password on my HBO account that I knew he was still using.
That's not petty.
That's petty, but it's fair. It's a fair petty.
It's kind of funny. Yeah.
Like, I'm knocking you off of all of my streaming services.
Well, no, it's the fact that she's doing it in the middle of the episode.
She gets
No, right
5
before.
stars for creativity.
Oh, right
on that
before
one.
it. I was
15
like,
minutes before the new season.
5 stars of creativity for that one.
see, it'd be even better if you waited like 20 minutes into the show or you're watching it.
Would it kick you out in that
live.
case?
I feel like sometimes in some programs when you change the password, you can tell it to log you out of everywhere else.
Yeah.
So you're watching it and there's like some cliffhanger and then you log it out. It's like, what? No.
Ooh, for 8 years, I have been giving creepy dudes my ex's phone number instead of mine.
Oh,
8 years?
That's a long petty.
Let it go.
Wow.
Holy
that's a
hell.
grudge.
Freaking
Hey.
Elsa that ish.
At that
Right?
point, that's the red flag. That dude got out of what was potentially a disaster.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Wow. 8 years? I could see
The
like
sad thing is she's saying that like she's proud of it.
joke's on her. He changed his number.
his sister
remember
always texts me his new phone number. His sister's in on it?
Oh, that's
Ew. She sucks
you women
too.
are dark.
There was one I
Man.
saw that had to do with like keys. Like somebody went and found a bunch of like they bought a whole bunch of like keys and like put little tags on it with the phone number of the ex and just threw them randomly throughout the city.
No.
Keys everywhere. So they pick up these keys and they'd call the phone number and be like, "Hey, I got your keys." And so everyone's just calling this guy, you know, finding his keys that aren't his keys.
Dang.
Now that's funny.
It was pretty funny.
Ooh, this one says, I loosened the seams in all of his pants and shorts. So as soon as he sat down, he'd rip them open.
Oh, like
That's
the
funny.
actual sewing scene. Like,
That's petty.
That's funny. I mean, how many pants do you have to rip before you realize someone did something?
I think in divorces, they can get pretty petty.
Oh, yeah.
I actually just heard one the other day. I think it was at work. So the guy owed the ex alimony until she either cohabited what is it?
Cohabitated.
Or got married, or for 24 years, whichever came first. But his lawyer mistyped it up and just said until she got married or cohabitated. The 24-year thing never applied. And the reason why it was 24 years is that's how long they were married.
Yeah.
Well, he left out the 24-year thing. So technically, because of the paperwork, he owes alimony until she gets married. So if she never gets married or never cohabitates, he owes alimony forever.
Ugh.
But she's, in my opinion, the petty one that's like, nope, it's in the document. So
Well, yeah.
you have
so
to keep paying the
she literally
alimony.
could be with someone and not marry them.
Well, and not cohabitate.
Wow.
Like they wouldn't be able to live together either.
Okay.
So that to me is petty.
Dang. This one said, I put prawns in his curtain pole. In his curtain pole. So, like, she opened one end, stuffed prawns in it.
Gosh.
Oh.
So you couldn't find it, but the house would probably smell like fish.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I didn't know what a prawn was, but
Like a
now that-
shrimp.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's grody.
Dang, that's... I mean, I don't know what he did, but that's effective. Okay. Anyone got another one?
I got one.
Okay.
Okay, go.
How do you reject a guy without being rude?
Just, okay.
It's not
Are
you,
we
it's
answering,
me.
Are we answering as women? Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to get a little crazy on this one.
Okay, go.
You try not to be rude, but you are being rude by saying, yeah, when they say, hey, you want to get together? Yeah, we can get together. And then right before you get together, there's always an excuse, and they're trying to get you to give up on it over so long without them actually saying, I'm not interested in you. Yeah,
It's the game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate that.
Dude, they don't, here's the thing. As a man, a woman, like, you cannot leave any sliver of hope.
Yeah.
Because men will hold on to that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And that's the problem.
It even goes into marriage.
That's so true.
Take away all your hope.
We've talked about it. It's like, hey, babe, can we have sex later tonight? Yeah, we'll see. Okay.
She said,
we'll
yeah,
see.
before the we'll see.
Literally.
She said, yeah, before the we see. We'll see.
It's like on
the
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Exactly. And you will hold on to that till death.
Well, your brain stops listening after yeah. Not, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, it's
Okay.
like, actually, going back to Dumb and Dumber, that is the perfect example. Granted, that's a bit extreme, but seriously, when he's like, what are the chances of you and me getting together? Like 1 in 100? She's like, more like 1 in a million. And he's like, so you're telling me there's a chance? Like, because she left that percentage, that's all a man hears.
You said 0%. It's like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
it's never
Move on
going
with my
to.
life.
I mean, why do you think the Powerball gets so many people entering, you know? A sliver of chance.
Yeah.
A sliver
There's
of
always
hope.
hope.
There's always hope. Could always be me.
If I were a woman, I'd be wearing a wedding ring or something like that.
So,
Just so you don't even get approached to begin with.
So
Instead of
That's
rejecting
true.
a guy.
Yeah.
What's that quote, though? A ring doesn't fill a hole.
I respect it. Yeah.
Anyway.
But the one I've always heard is just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't make a goal.
Anyway.
the one, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I guess I'm naturally answering this as a man, but like kind of what we just said is to let a man down without hurting his feelings is just like, you know what, at this time I'm just comfortable being single
Yeah.
Yeah.
or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like as a man, if a woman told me that, it's like, okay.
But there are some men that are still going to be let down, but it's better to just rip off the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just rip
Agreed.
it off. Just rip it off so you're not interested.
Yeah. I hate playing the game.
Yeah.
I hate
And
that.
Hate it.
there are guys who do not listen, and those you need to be extra like no.
Firm about it, yeah.
But yeah. I don't know.
What are some of the comments on that one?
Let's see.
Didn't Chris read it, or do you have
Oh
it
yeah.
pulled up?
Oh, we thought too far into it. No, thank you.
There you go.
I'm
See,
flattered but not
Simple,
interested.
Straight to the point.
Thank you for asking, but no. No. No, no. No, 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 no. And then
See-
somebody says there's nothing rude about declining someone's unsolicited approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's
I feel like these are maybe older, more mature women, and it's
Yeah.
been all of us have been out of the dating game for a while now, and so maybe what we're referring to was when we were like in our 20s, and it was
But also,
dumb.
I do want to say this. If somebody gets really upset when you say no thank you, then that's on them, not on you. So don't feel bad
and
about that.
that's a confirmation that
Yeah, don't-
you've made
don't
the
feel
right
bad
choice.
about it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't. Well, I'm not a woman, but as a woman, you don't need to worry about their feelings at that point. If they're going to be, that's on them.
Yeah,
They got things to work
they
with.
they got issues
Yeah.
that they need to go through before even considering dating.
Exactly.
Okay, I got one that we can end on. I think
Okay.
this one's pretty great. A new dating app has launched. Instead of a photo of a person, it shows you a photo of their bedroom, car, kitchen, shoes, how they have their tea/coffee, things like that. What photo would tell you the most about someone, and would you be most interested to see and choose a potential date? Sorry, which picture would you be most interested to see to choose a potential date?
I think bedroom.
I was going to say the same.
I think bedrooms are extremely private. You're not as conscious about how it looks because you know public isn't going to see it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the shopping cart theory.
What's that?
So the shopping cart theory, you could tell
What's
a
the
lot
test
about
call?
it's a litmus test.
Lipness. Yeah, that's what it is.
You could tell exactly how a person is by whether or not they put their shopping cart away. Because when you go to the store and you get a shopping cart, there's no reward for returning your cart to the bin,
Yeah.
but there's also no punishment for not doing it.
Okay.
So in that thought, people who return their cart to the bin are doing it just because that's the right thing to do. And so they have that natural, they're doing the right thing for no reason other than it is the right thing. So to your point about the room, if you're the only one that ever sees it and you're cleaning it, it means that you prefer things in order. You like things to be done and to be orderly and nice and, be kept up in the details there, even if no one is seeing it.
Yeah, keep it pristine and all that stuff. Or not. Maybe you're a mess.
Exactly.
You're doing it for yourself. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you're saying.
Which means you also kind of got your own crap together.
Yeah, I was gonna say because if you looked at a car like someone who's trying to show off, they got
Yeah, because
all
it's hard.
fancy.
And that's what's hard too is because you have either someone trying to show off, or they are super rich, and it's just a regular car to them. But then you can also have a crappy car, and it's either someone who's being frugal and using their money for other things that are more important, or it's someone who has no money.
See, I almost thought the car thing, but depending on how in depth it is, it's like, look at my car. It's got a fresh quart of oil in it. The tires have plenty of tread. Like it's showing that you take care of your car.
Well, case in
And
point,
so
Warren
maybe-
Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, made a ton of money on stocks. He lives in the same house he's lived in since he first got married, little house, and he drives just a regular car. Like he doesn't drive a supercar or anything crazy. And I think he's a billionaire.
yeah, he's easily a billionaire.
He's a billionaire, and he does not have any of that.
Sounds like a
crazy
waste
stuff,
of money.
right? It's like, what are you using it for?
You can't take it with you.
And he's not giving it to his kids
Posterity. He's not?
Nope.
Why?
because he wants them to work for it.
Garbage.
So what
Let's
are
see.
some of the
So what's
answers?
he going to do with it?
Well,
Charity.
Oh.
I mean, I'm shoes. How they have their tea. Let's see.
What were some of the other? Well, I guess it just listed off materialistic things. We don't have to go
kitchen. Could you tell a lot from a kitchen?
I think same as the room.
From a girl's perspective, thinking about a guy.
So how about just the fridge? Like
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
in the fridge?
Yeah, what's in the
That's a
fridge would
better
tell
one.
you a lot.
Especially if
Especially
it's
if
a
a
girl to
bachelor.
a guy,
Yeah.
a bachelor. What's in his fridge?
Yeah, that's
It can tell you whether or not he can cook
Yeah,
because he either has ingredients or just throw in the microwave
Or
stuff
condiments.
or just leftovers.
An empty fridge and a full freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And the only thing in the fridge is leftovers from restaurants.
Okay, so the top comment says bookshelf. What?
Yeah.
See what
Like
they're
what
yeah,
is- books
yeah.
he's reading.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give him
I
that.
don't have a bookshelf.
Hooking up for idiots.
Do you have a bookshelf?
I do actually.
I do.
It's very tiny though.
I do.
I would like a nice big bookshelf.
I feel like a bookshelf is maybe a tough call in this day and age.
Yeah, my bookshelf consists of books that I read to my 3-year-old.
I got
we had
told
that
that
bookshelf too.
the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire is where there's a big TV, there's a bookshelf instead.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Sorry, I was reading through comments. My bad.
You're good.
There's a TV show based on this very premise. Wasn't it called like Room Raiders on MTV?
On MTV.
Oh yeah.
It was like,
It was completely staged, but I like the idea of it.
yeah, like you would go into their room and
They had
Yeah.
their little investigator kit that had
remember
like
that.
the gloves and the tweezers
Yeah.
and the UV light. and stuff.
yeah.
I loved watching those shows because I was like, man, if a girl raided my room, it'd be spick and span, and my room was always spotless.
This is serial killer clean. What's happening here?
The only problem with my room is like, because the people on those shows were probably in their 20s ish, 18 to 25, if I had to guess. They'd walk into my room and be like, did I just walk into a 12-year-old's room? Like, it was very childish.
I get that.
Guys, I think I'm in the wrong room.
But it was clean.
This one says, I say fridge or pantry. I would like to know their attitude towards food. So parroting what you say. Yeah, I do want to see a 24-pack of beer chilling in a bachelor's fridge at this point. Let's see here.
But it's
Any other
organized.
Exactly.
Oh, this one says a browser history.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, mine would be pretty good. It'd be really boring, actually.
Mine would be like stupid stuff. How
Yeah.
to fix this.
No, for real.
If this ever happened, how do you fix it?
Mine would be like, yeah, like how to, and like it would be partially like how to success stuff and like learning, and then the other part just like silly dumb stuff like
how to make my wife
like
love me.
models and 3D printing and like all this other random crap.
Mine lately is like asking what certain words mean. Like today, reading through the comments, someone.
That's good.
I forgot what it was, but it was like it used the word troglodyte, and I'm like, I've heard that
yes.
word before, but I never knew the
Troglodytes.
meaning of it.
Oh,
And
that's
so,
good.
So yeah,
Amp it up
I'm
your
constantly
vocabulary.
asking about
Yeah.
what words mean.
Means you're inquisitive.
Yeah.
You can look that up.
Ooh, I like this one. This one I would love. A dating app based on music playlists or music collections. That would have been awesome when I was single.
Mine is movies, like in that
Ooh,
category.
If you could do movies.
If I could see like what their, you know how most streaming services have you like your wish list or your watch list or whatever. Like if I could see that and see what she's like into that way.
That's the thing. Maybe dating apps have it wrong because they're focusing too much on what people want in like a dating relationship, where they should just go and say, okay, pick your favorite songs or whatever, rate them, tell us why you love them. Pick your favorite movies, rate them, tell us why you love them. And like literally like all the other aspects of life. And then they're like, oh, let's put these people together and see what happens.
That's $1 million idea.
That is.
That and our little dick trees.
Yep. Booger sugar.
Dick
That-
cheese?
Oh, wow, we went full circle. I had to like think about what you're talking
I
about.
don't mean
there.
like dick-shaped trees. I mean the little pine trees.
Kind of funny.
yeah, the trees you hang
Your
from.
ball scent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ball scent. We'll figure out. We're going to workshop the name of it. We'll come up with something good. You'll hear about it later.
All right, well, let us know how we did. What your guys' thoughts are on those questions.
This wasn't nearly as like not bad because I didn't expect it to be bad, but I feel like we did a pretty good job.
I
too
enjoyed
shabby.
myself. Yeah, it was a good
Yeah,
job.
it's fun. It's fun to think like a woman.
Yeah, women out there, tell us what you think. How'd we do? What kind of questions? I
Would
don't
you
know.
like us to answer being you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like give us your best questions down below? You never know. We might do
What
this again.
questions do you have for women that you want men to answer as if they were women?
Who can't think like women?
Fantastic idea.
What gave me this idea is doing the AskMen episodes. I wish we had vice versa. I wish there was a table of women that we could ask questions and they would answer honestly and truthfully, like not honestly and truthfully is the same thing. Like straightforward, like no filters, just lay it out. But
Yeah.
instead you get men trying to do that as women.
I love it.
What'd you find? I was just gonna say, like, I didn't want to start a new topic, but I just want to make a point. There's a question on here that I do not think you would ever see on the AskMen.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's, what's the best question your therapist has asked you? I'm just saying, typically men just don't go to therapy as much as
I
women.
was gonna say that.
But like, like this kind of goes back to the like things that men do that women don't think of, or things that women do that men don't think of. Like, I feel like it's totally normal in this area, like on the women's side, to like talk about this, but on the male side, it's not.
Yeah.
You know, kind of along that, as I was browsing through a lot of these questions, they were like serious questions. Like the men ones, ones are, you know, like
Pretty ridiculous.
where do you like to masturbate? And like, I don't know, like the men ones are really childish. Let's be honest. Where these ones, it's like again, just throwing one out. How do career-driven women deal with unsupportive parents? And it's like that kind of crap is deep.
Yeah.
You know,
Men aren't that deep.
Yeah, well, it kind of goes to all those memes you see, and it's like, he's probably out cheating. And then it's like the guy, and he's like, I wonder how glue doesn't stick to the inside of the bottle. And like, he's literally like,
how
all
does
these
Superman fly
stupid
faster?
And it's like, it's like he's out cheating, and it's like his friends are duct taping him to the ceiling. Like, the stupidest stuff.
You want to know why? It's because that's our therapy.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like we got like going back full circle. Girls not going out, not doing the things that we do. Yeah. Like, this is our therapeutic session. Like,
it's very true.
Yeah, I agree.
What's the smartest thing your therapist has said to you? They've probably called me a dick a few times. You know, put me in my place.
And then they hung a smelly tree around my neck.
You know, I think that parlays a lot of it.
Nice. Well, this has been fun. Let us know if you enjoyed this. Maybe we can try something similar in the future. But thank you so much. Oh, I just wanted to add, today we've realized we have 4,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
4,000.
What a nice Christmas gift.
That's just here on YouTube.
Just on YouTube.
Not everywhere.
Yeah, that's
I
not
like
counting
that, though.
everywhere.
That's
That's
nice.
amazing. Thank
love
you
it.
so much for your support.
Yes, we love you guys.
It was sad not having Zach here today. I will say our jive was not normal. We were a lot slower today.
I agree.
Like, it just feels kind of,
It's quieter.
We're missing one of our pegs. We're off balance.
Yeah. It's like,
Actually, I mean, all tables only have 4 legs. But I get what you mean.
Didn't say we were a table. We could be something with
something
5
that's
legs.
unbalanced on 4 legs.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's
needs
right.
5 legs to work.
But man, it does feel different.
Yeah.
I think it's just attributes to the fact that we are not a crowd without all 5. But
Just a group.
yeah, just a group.
Yeah.
A group of guys. There we go. There's our podcast. Group of guys.
Group of guys. Doesn't have the same ring to it. Don't worry, we'll be back to full capacity shortly.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, we love you guys. Thank you so much for being part of this crowd, and we will see you next week.
All right. Bye, friends.
See you.
Later.
Thanks for being part of this crowd.